And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie as we begin this day.
It's Tuesday. We're getting closer to Friday. It's coming. Just hang on. It's going to get here. But we have started the week, so hopefully yesterday kind of got you started and you're into the swing of things.
Absolutely. And we want to say a welcome to one of our new sponsors. We're going to be calling this the Toyota Meridian Studio moving forward, who have come aboard. We appreciate them so much.
Yes, we do. And
looking for a car, drop in and see them.
Ooh, I tell you, right there on the hill, they have a huge selection. Mm-hmm. Toyota is a name that's going to be around. So stop in and tell them Scotty Ray and Odie sent you.
That's right. They run and run, and then they run a little bit longer.
That's all you got to do is change your oil, and it's good.
Now, Odie, are you big on One Life to Live? Like, you know, when you're sitting on the interstate and there's been an accident, do you sit around and watch One Life to Live reruns?
Oh, I thought you was talking about I ain't got but one life to live.
That's true.
But
too.
no, I don't. No, I can't say I like that one.
I'm not sure that I know her, but I know that there's a lot of people that still watch this stuff. A lady named Amanda Davies has passed away. She was only 42. Let me show you a picture of her. She's here on the left, the blonde-headed lady here, 42 years old, as she passes away. Oh, we hate that.
She doesn't look 42.
I know what you're thinking there. I wasn't going to say that, but I'll let Odie do that.
I didn't even know that show still aired.
One Life to Live. I would have. Let's be honest. We both thought she was older than that. We got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
She did look a tad older than that, but I don't know what the situation was that happened to her.
I don't either.
We've brought this up several times over the last few weeks as we get ready for that big Super Bowl game. Just how much has Taylor Swift dating this guy contributed to the NFL? Well, they're putting a number on it. Did you see that? How much money?
You know, how you come up with
I don't know.
$300 million? I guess T-shirt sales, and the NFL gets parts of that. How many people really went to a ball game just to say, "Yeah, I saw her"?
Well, I'm almost afraid to think that they did.
And
$330 million is what they're saying because she dating this guy has brought that much more money. Of course they want her to show up at every game.
You know, and she's in the box. Now, I will tell you this. Like I said, you've got to make a name for yourself, right? While she's there, and they show the camera, while she's there, she smiles and she waves to her fans, the people there. People yell at her or something, and she waves back. You may not like her music, but she's telling you how to grow your name.
Oh, yeah.
And that is be nice, just like Richard Petty. People came up and said, "Will you sign this for me?" And he stopped what he was doing along with Dale Earnhardt and signed it. These people pay my way through life, and she's got the same outlook. Mm-hmm. Hey, I don't care for her. I give her the kudos she deserves for what she's done in life, and her and Kelsey, they're in love. Who's gonna smash love? Don't smash love.
Oh yeah, let them try. I mean, we're gonna get a new song out of it in the end.
Yeah, both of them. One since they fell in love, and one when one of them kicks the other one to the curb. There's two songs coming out of this.
Now, what I hadn't seen is Sandy White this morning because I'm gonna go ahead and call Odie out on this. Odie brought up some music a while ago, and Odie, I think you may be the start of the demise of the music industry. Odie said, "Have you ever? What was that song?
No parking on the dance floor."
And then Odie played me a portion of No Parking on the Dance Floor, and it ranks right up there with one of the worst I've ever heard. Followed by, what was that second song?
Ride the White Horse.
Ride the White Horse.
Gonna ride.
Yeah, that was pretty bad also.
So
this would go back to the 80s?
Yeah, early 80s.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, y'all. Now, I got a feeling Sandy White would have loved it. It seems to fit her kind of little thing there.
Well, I mean, I listened to it growing up. Of course, I like to dance.
See, I was more into what Mickey Gilley, Won't You Stand By Me? That was a dancing song that we all knew. Johnny Lee, Looking for Love and all the
belly rubbing music.
Yeah, but no parking on the dance floor.
Yeah, that means move.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible, y'all. Wow. Wow. Now I know what's wrong with the elected officials that are in office today.
Yeah, they were listening to
that.
anything.
A few small thoughts there as we look at a few of the headlines there. Let's see what else is on. Boy, I tell you what, when you pass away, it does not take very long for your kinfolks to, well, get rid of your stuff. As we go to Suzanne Summers' house, already on the market. She's only been gone now for, a few months?
Yeah, it hadn't been long.
Yeah, they're cashing in. Husband's got it up for sale for $9 million. So if you just happen to have $9 million, we're a big Suzanne Summers fan, you can buy her house.
I wonder if it comes with a Thigh Master.
I didn't think about this. She was good at that, wasn't she?
Yeah.
You still got the video, don't you?
Sandy says,
she's there?
You can't unhear that.
Poor old Sandy.
Oh, man.
That just seems like a Sandy White theme song. No
she had good taste.
Did she? You went to school with Sandy, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure there.
Yep.
Now, what I didn't know, and maybe you need to go sign up for this, did you realize what Walmart managers make? Oh, they're supposed to get a raise. Now, this is probably your bigger stores, don't get me wrong, but they get a 200% bonus, stock grants, salary of $170,000 as Walmart has to stay competitive to keep their store managers.
Who is there the manager? I mean, everything they got is a computer going, check out.
Did you see the story on that? America has spoken, and these things are flopping. People are sick of it, and word is that Walmart might start backing off of this.
Well, they need to. I hadn't got a W-2 for working there in the past 3 years. I hadn't been invited to the company Christmas party. I hadn't gotten my employee discount.
What about, and Dollar General attempted it, but I think they stayed broke. I was in one, and no one was there, so I thought, well, I'll try to ring myself up, and it wouldn't work.
I'm not going. If I've got one thing and I look around and it's just slammed, I'll go through it.
But it does take away that personal touch that makes you feel special if you have to ring up your own stuff. Now, we admit there's coupon people that slow the line down, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, is it?
Well, here's the thing. That's what it's doing to us, but look at what it's doing to the economy. When that robot starts paying taxes or that computer starts paying taxes, it might feel a little bit better. But it's taking jobs away from the people who live in our community.
It does. It takes a lot away.
Period.
So, will this end? It's starting to be talked that it may not be working as well as they thought. We'll keep you updated on that as information comes on that. And one last thing on this, some of these big stories that are going on national. Do you remember when you watched The Wizard of Oz? We all had to growing up. Back in 06, it was 05, I think, the ruby red slippers got stolen. Did you know?
I remember that. Yeah.
Well, they have been found, all because a guy was dying and he admitted that, well, I done it. He wanted to do one last heist before he died. And he got away with it. And he's dying, and they've determined they're not going to send him to prison. He's admitted the slippers have been returned, and I guess he couldn't sell them. They were valued at $3 million. I mean, who do you sell those to?
Yeah, you can't.
Even if you're a criminal, what do you show it off to the criminal world when they come over? Look at the ruby red slippers I bought.
And then, I'll buy stolen stuff.
I've never quite understood that. Like when they steal artwork, you can't show it off. I don't think.
No, and you've got to wait until your great grandchildren find it. So nobody gets in trouble.
Yeah, and the next thing, going with these people that, if you own a museum, I think almost everything now has to be behind a piece of glass of the way that, did you see where the people went in and threw all the stuff on the Mona Lisa picture?
And painting and spray painting all this stuff.
Fortunately, it had protective glass all around it, but they jumped out in front of it, wanted their picture, just wanting attention.
I'd make them, the part of their sentence would be, you're in jail, you got to clean this up, every bit of it, and you're going to paint every day. until you paint one of the best Mona Lisa markups there was.
Well, I think they ought to have to repaint a whole building with a paintbrush.
But I ain't got a problem with that, too.
If you haven't gotten your birthday or anniversary into us, get us that. We're going to be starting something new, also coming up with Hyundai.
Yeah.
We're going to be giving away a mug before long. That's coming up. So make sure to get your anniversaries into us. There's a few of them popping up. We'll be right back. And do you need a Boston butt?
Oh,
we're going to tell you how to do that.
You got that right.
All on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie. We'll be right back.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
When you gear up and journey out, with nothing but you and the wilderness for miles, just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International. Is it time for a new couch? Visit Southern Accents Boutique in downtown Meridian. Maybe it's a couch you're looking for, a couple of chairs, or maybe just a piece of furniture. A large selection of E. Newton has just arrived if you're looking for a bracelet. They come in all shapes and sizes. Or maybe it's just a happy you're looking for, like the Nest candles. A Kendra Scott necklace is on everybody's list this year. And if you need a little help picking out something for Valentine's Day, let the professionals help you at Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Meridian on Dale Drive. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, as there was an accident this morning right across the Newton County line.
Yeah, not too far from us. Would you say it was exit 115 there about?
And this is what it looked like if you were traveling eastbound. Let's just go ahead and show this, Odie. That ain't a good-looking picture, is it?
That's lonely. And I hope nobody in there is in their electric car with the heater on, because you might not have no battery.
That was a long wait. An 18-wheeler ran off the road, flipped, and threw the load across the highway. And they got all had a fuel leak, no serious injuries, but boy, it takes Simmons had to go out and fire up one of the trucks and come on over and start cleaning all that stuff up.
Yeah, so it takes a little while.
And if you're one of those that's last minute going to work, that really doesn't work out for you.
You were late today.
Yeah. Always give yourself 5 or 10 minutes if you can.
You know, used to, you could say, you could go up to your boss, they say, why are you late? And you say, look, there was a wreck and we were held up. Okay. You can't do that now because Scotty Ray Report's right there. And everybody knows that if there was or there was not a wreck.
So I'm getting to blame at this for people not being late to work now.
Yeah, because you already know where the wrecks are, and they can't use that as an excuse. Like Charlene was late for school one day, and she told them that she got behind the house.
A house? They believe her?
They did.
Somebody actually moving a house?
They got behind a moving house.
That happens occasionally. As we mentioned, if you're looking for a Boston butt, this is going to a great cause. We welcome the Meridian Little Theater. And tell us again, how many years has the Meridian Little Theater been doing this?
This is our 91st season.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So have we announced it, because I'm a little behind the times, have we announced what the plays are this year? Is
yes,
that up and
we're
coming?
well into this season. We have not announced the next season yet, but we will, and we'll start selling tickets for it in June.
Okay.
But now, this season, we've still got a couple more plays to go. The complete works of William Shakespeare's coming out soon, and then we're going to do the musical Sweeney Todd. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Sweeney Todd.
You know that one?
No, I don't know that one.
You're going to have to educate us a little bit on plays.
I imagine a lot of your listeners know about Sweeney Todd, but it's going to be good. It's kind of like a dark comedy. But that's coming up, I think, May the 9th through the 12th.
Tickets still available to that?
Yes. They can call the box office for that. So, yeah.
Now, with everything, it takes a lot to operate and get things still going. So y'all going to be doing Boston Butts? Who, what, and when?
Yes. Our board has decided we have to raise funds to put a new roof on the theater.
Can't be reasonable, can it?
No, it's very expensive. This theater was built in 1975, and it's a commercial flat roof. And it's been repaired over the years, but we need a new roof really bad. So we have been granted a grant from the Meridian not the Meridian Arts, it's the Mississippi Arts Council. It's a good grant. We're very appreciative, but we have to match it with a certain percentage. We have to raise about $70,000.
Wow.
So this is our first fundraiser to try to tackle this. And so we're selling Boston Butts, and you can pre-order them. We're going to have them for the big game day, Super Bowl Sunday. And now that we know who's in Super Bowl, we're really excited about that.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so we're going to pre-order. You can pre-order them, and I'll tell you how to do that. But you can pick them up. We'll be there Sunday, February the 11th, Super Bowl Sunday. We'll be out at the Are you familiar with the Little Theater?
Oh,
yes, we were there for Clayton's big send-off.
Yes.
Big room there. We enjoyed it.
Okay, good. Yes, and we rent that room out, by the way. Yes, it is available for receptions.
See, we didn't realize that.
Oh, yes. We rent that room out. And, it's got that beautiful patio area out there, too. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things going on at the Little Theater. We just got through doing the children's production, Finding Nemo. We bussed in school children from all over, Meridian Public Schools, Lauderdale County Schools, even into Butler, that area. So they came in. We had 4 shows a day. And then we had them for the public Thursday and Friday night. So we
Murder, She Wrote. Angela Lansbury did Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Well,
see, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Well,
Mr. C got to be a part of that.
Yes, I think there's been a movie made in Broadway, but this one is going to be like a dark comedy, but they're already in production for it, I think, because it's some wonderful music.
Now, this Boston Butt, they've got to pre-order this by February the 5th, correct?
Yes, because we've got to turn our numbers in. So we're well on our way, and it's going to be great. You'll have your game day, you'll have your party, or go to your friend's house or whatever. So this would be a great addition to your food table there. So, yeah.
All right. Well, how do we go about getting them? Do we call?
Okay.
What's the best way?
Okay, we have, and I gave you one of these posters too, okay? I mean, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we tried to make it easy with this QR code here. So, you can put your phone up to it or whatever, and it goes straight to the Little Theater website. Or you can call the Little Theater at, 601-482-6371. Get on the web, put meridianlittletheater.com. So there's a place on there for you to pre-order and to pay for it. Stacy is at the theater from 10 to 2 every day, or you can call and leave her a message, and she's really, really good about calling you back. So, yes, but we have got to have these in. We are trying to get this done. We're trying to raise the roof one butt at a time.
Well, there you go. Well, we look forward to it. And so much goes on at the Meridian Little Theater, and we do hope that you'll help out this great program there to help y'all get that new roof going there.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't know if I said, but you can order one of these Boston Butts for $45 and 2 for $80. And like I said, we'll be there from 11 to 2 that day. And all you got to do is just drive up, and we'll hand them to you in your car, and you go home and enjoy them for the big game that day.
All right, before you leave us, we had somebody say something.
Okay.
And could you explain your shirt to us?
Okay. Well, I wore it in commemoration of the Super Bowl because my husband and I went to this Super Bowl. And this one, we went to a couple of them. But this one was the one, this is way back when, in Arizona, back in the day. I can't remember who it was, but it was the Super Bowl shirt, so I had to wear it for today. Super Bowl,
Good
whatever
deal.
that, what's that say? XL 30, is it
32
maybe?
32, I would reckon.
Okay, yeah. That was back
2010 and 2.
2000, and I don't know when this thing was, but anyway, it was fun.
There you go. Now we
Good
know what
deal.
it says.
Yeah, with the strings hiding everything.
It
and
looked like it said something else.
I
Yeah.
know, I've had people say that before. It's like, no.
So that's why she wore the shirt.
Oh, hell, that was pretty good there. Well, we appreciate you coming in. And again, if you're after a fancy shirt, if you're looking for a great Boston butt, they will help you. Right there, there it is. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate it. I really do. Hey, and you can get Meridian Little Theater shirts, too. I could have worn that T-shirt today.
It would have been as much fun.
I know.
Yeah.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, day beds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the back porch.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
And welcome back as we continue our morning here. Let's get over here.
There we go.
There you are, Odie.
We're here. We're back.
Word about you. Let's go back to I-20. We're getting pictures in now. The accident that happened there, I-20, mile marker 115. This is eastbound is where this is. And let's show you this as we go there, as we show an overturned 18-wheeler. Of course, the cab's still up, but the bed trailer over. And as we go across here, here's our friends at Simmons on the scene there taking care of things. And way off in there. Let's zoom in a little bit better on this. That truck there, long-nosed Pete, off in there, blue. And
got their old skid steer out there just a-working.
Yeah, so that's the situation that we've got on I-20. I'm sure that they're still trying to get the truck out of the area, but traffic is rolling now.
It takes a while. You've got to take care of what equipment's good. The tractor, you don't want it messed up to where it can't be used again. It's just like your car. You want to take care of it. So they have to be safe when they do it. It does take a little time to get that cleared up, but just give them a little room when you go by. Be careful.
Question before you go, because I don't know the answer to this. How many people does anybody in the room know will a Boston butt feed?
Depending on how big a person they are.
I guess so.
You know,
I don't know the answer to that.
I mean, a Boston butt, it depends on the poundage, but I mean, you could probably feed
several.
I'd say 10.
Yeah? More than that? More than 10?
Well, depending on how big of a sandwich.
How
We'll go with 20.
big old boy you are. Let me warn you about this. When you put it on the counter and you carve that thing up, you constantly go back by it during the day.
Well, you carve it, you take a bite.
I know you can't. It's addictive, folks. I just want to warn you before you get into this of what goes on. Boston butts. We had some gunfire last night. Let me show you where this was. Now, I do know without a shadow of a doubt, shots were fired, shell casings were found. It was reported that a house was struck. Trying to get verification on all that, but here it is. This would happen right off Poplar Springs Drive in the 2500 block of 23rd Street. Shell casings would be found on Poplar Springs Drive at 23rd Street, right there in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
So gunfire was shot back that way. And let's be honest about that. We keep getting, and let me pull this map back up here of this picture here. Here it is right here. This area right up to the Spirit Store, to where the old Point Rexall used to be. There northward toward North Hill Street for about 4 or 5 blocks has gotten to where just west of there, it's gunfire a lot of times. We're seeing more and more take place in that area than we used to. I've seen it over the last year slowly increasing to where it was once in a blue moon you'd hear something, to where it's now 2, 3, 4 times a week. Something is going on in that community, in that little section of town. We hate that. Would more police presence solve it? Probably so. It sure had an effect there for about a week there after we had 40 arrests, to where everything was quiet. It was kind of like where we're all at choir practice for a week. It's starting to, slowly come back now with bang here, bang there. Now, we're ending, if we make it through tomorrow at midnight, it'll be no one shot or murdered this month. We've had 1 graze for the month.
Yeah.
Again, the numbers were 1 dead this time last year and 6 people shot. So the statistics are better this year. Let's keep that rolling, a good thing. Wouldn't it be nice to have a year with no one murdered, wouldn't it?
That would be That would be awesome.
It would be. I think it's a tall order.
And if you're one of those sitting back going, I'm really tired of taking this mailbox money and stealing from the taxpayers of the United States, and I really want to do something with my life, Meridian Police Department is hiring.
They are.
They need someone. But you've got to give up that mailbox money.
We've got job fair coming up with the Sheriff's Department also.
Speaking of,
we got some folks that are wanted by the Popo. And when we say Popo, we mean the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department. Let's share a few pictures here with you if you happen to know. One of these in the Meridian area. We're going to show you this picture and then click on the link as we go here. Here we go. There's 3 people wanted for possession of a controlled substance. We just can't have that. Let's go ahead and click the link here and go to ScottyRayReport.com. As we go there, we slow down. Our very first subject is Mr. Joey Morgan.
Sale of controlled substance.
He sure is there. Now, he's been known to hang out in the Newton County, Decatur area. So if y'all live in Decatur, be on the lookout for this handsome young fella here.
Yeah, they got 3 hots and a cot waiting on him.
That's right. Well,
there won't be no barbecue Boston Bud. But
let's go on to the Meridian area as we find Ashley Miles. She is also wanted for possession of a controlled substance by the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department. Got a nice little tattoo there on the arm. Kind of hard to miss there.
Yeah.
Kind of cold to be showing those off, but you know.
Probably have it covered for today.
Yeah. As we move down, Delvin Houston also wanted Preston, Mississippi. Are you watching? If you happen to see Delvin today, Neshoba County, just to the west of there, would like for him to come on back.
Right there at that 4-way stop.
Yes, sir.
At the
Preston,
store.
Yeah, we've been there, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
But they happen to be looking for him. Also, sale of a controlled substance. We got 3 individuals that the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department would like to have a conversation with. Now, what happens after that, we have no control over. But that's the news. And again, you can go to our webpage, ScottyRayReport.com, take a look at the story, read all about it, and, help the professionals out that do their living of taking the bad guys off the street. Can't be doing things like this. The Neshoba County Sheriff's Department trying to clean these things up.
That's right.
So check that out. Let's see what else.
Hard.
Yesterday morning, and let's talk about this a second. We had a horrible accident while we were live on the air on North Hill Street.
Yeah.
Now, let's show you a few pictures, and then I'll show you the video. Let's move in on this. This is the car that was involved, Odie. Look what is left of that.
I mean, that's...
From what I understand, the car slid and hit, and then it hit several trees before it came to a stop. Is why it looks this way. Now, let's move through here. That's the scene of the traffic yesterday morning. And then I'll show you a better video. Here's the van that was involved also. Now, let me go back here. I got video from this that we want to pull up to show. And let me put this on full screen where you get the full effect here, just how bad this wreck was, Odie. As we pull this up here, look at this car.
I mean, that's a lot of damage.
And as we put it in motion there, you can see the firemen on scene. Look how much damage the back of it. And there's the van up here.
There's no more trunk left of that car.
No more front. There's the van where it was slammed into a tree. And then it's going to cut back one more time as traffic is very, very slow there with the Meridian Fire Department on scene. I think we got another shot coming up of the car and the damage that was involved in it. That's how it looked when it come to rest.
Ooh.
Man, that was a pretty serious wreck that occurred there. So always be careful on your travels. And that was within the city limits there. That was not out on some wide open road.
No.
That's right there by the old Dixie gas station where North Hills and State Boulevard meet. Coming up on that stop sign.
Yep, on a 2-lane, so that it wasn't at an intersection where somebody was stopped or anything at a stop sign.
I'm just going to go ahead and say you cannot pass through that area.
That would work.
Let's just go ahead and say what everybody's thinking. That's not an area to be passing cars on at all.
No fatalities.
Yeah.
Karina, no fatalities, so that was good.
There were some injuries, but no fatalities involved, and it was a bad wreck. The best
Bob brought up something right there. He said, once again, as you roll, your belongings are flying around you. If you are in a wreck, all of your loose items that's in your vehicle, they are moving around. They are flopping just like your vehicles are, or the force behind it will push those items into you. So be careful, because there has been times where the wreck did not hurt someone, but the things inside their vehicle did.
See, now you're making me think of everything that I carry for camera.
Got 'em too.
I mean, I got stools. I got huge cameras. I got like that thing over there that you put the camera on, probably weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
That gets slung at you. It's not going to feel good.
It can do it.
And computers. I got computers and stuff in there with me.
You got to put their seatbelt on.
There you go. I guess I really should devise something with a strap in the back to hold everything down.
I've got stuff in mine that,
I didn't. You're right.
But those are projectiles.
And if you've ever seen the videos, I remember seeing in safety when we do that, we'd show when a car rolled over. And I remember watching a video that we played of a guy that he's rolling. He had a dash camera, and it shows everything in the car by his head.
Yeah.
It could be serious.
It could be
like
serious.
if you had a firearm that was not on you and was loose. That's kind of heavy.
Yeah, you don't want to just sit it. Well, I've just got it right here.
Yeah.
You know, they make things that you can have it very easily accessible.
Correct.
Accessible if
Magnetic.
you need it. And magnetic that is keep it secure. But yeah.
All right, more on the way. So we get this underway. We're coming back with this day in history. We're all going to learn something, so don't rush off. You're going to have a great time with this. We'll be right back.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, and we have a good time even by ourselves.
That's right.
Always something funny going on, and we appreciate y'all dropping by and eavesdropping with us as we share the morning headlines.
We even got matching plaid, we were told.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We didn't either. Didn't even pay attention.
Wayne said a bag of chicken feed broke his wife's neck in a wreck.
You're talking,
that's 50 pounds?
20 to 50 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. So definitely be careful. It makes me think. Now I'm going to go strap down everything before I leave.
Give you the heebie-jeebies, doesn't it?
Yeah,
now that you think about it. 1835, as we go back in time, this would be the very first time in American history that this would be attempted. What am I talking about? One of our presidents, an attempt on Andrew Jackson's life happened there. It was foiled. He walked away from it. The pistol did not fire. If memory serves me right, he was passing a guy in a hallway, and he attempted to shoot him, and it didn't work.
Well, that was back where you could just walk up and walk in. They didn't have all these fences and guards, and the White House was open to the public.
As a matter of fact, Andrew Jackson was the last. You do remember that kind of party, don't you? He won the presidency, invited everybody over to come have a hamburger, and next thing you know, they had ripped down the shades, knocked out the windows of the White House, and it was a big drunk fest.
He was a party.
He was the people's president, and they loved him. They just didn't know how to behave in a big, fancy house.
Yeah. Somebody was riding the White House when they got there.
That's right. I think she could have been George Washington's girlfriend on the side. I'm not real sure.
Could have been.
We lost Betsy Ross on this day back in 1836. Now, there's some that want to rewrite history and say that she didn't do the first American flag. As far as I know, she did, and will remain saying that she did. You've heard all of that. And,
yeah, and
have mercy.
Betsy Ross was the first one to do it.
Maude had it in her theme song.
So we know it's true.
There you go. 1930, this guy Of course, he's in his 90s now, but one of the best actors that I've ever seen. If you've ever watched Behind Enemy Lines,
everything he's in is good, but Behind Enemy Lines was awesome.
Also, he was with Will Smith in Enemy of the State.
Yeah.
That's just a couple of the movies that we know that he was in. Gene Hackman. He was in a lot of Westerns as well. Played his parts. I like him.
I do too.
But that Behind Enemy Lines, boy, that was some kind of good movie. If you've never watched it, look that up this weekend.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. Back in 1933, this began. He would be a legend, and all little boys and even little girls loved him. I still do to this day. As the Lone Ranger debuted on radio.
You know,
can you do the hi-ho?
Hi-ho, Silver.
Away.
Away.
There you go.
Daddy had all the tapes from the cassette tapes.
The actual audio.
Yeah, where you could listen to the Lone Ranger. Do you remember, what was the other one? The Shadow Knows. You remember The Shadow?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
Yeah, well, it's one of those you listen to.
The Shadows. The Shadow Riders. The Shadow Riders.
Well, they made a movie, The Shadow, and I can't think of the name who played it. But, yeah, all of those little stuff like that, the original ones that debuted on radio was pretty cool to go back and listen to.
Right up until I watched that new one there that had Johnny Depp in it, and the Lone Ranger didn't want to fire his gun. He'd become a sissy. And because I went
with a crow on his head.
Yeah, and me and Dylan went. I was so excited to go watch it.
Let me show you what we grew up with, son.
And then
you got that.
No, I don't want to fire my gun. I'm like, come on, man, do it. Do it. You're the Lone Ranger. Use the silver bullet. He didn't do it. Well, and I'm going to warn you before. This is one of the best songs that's ever been written or recorded. Satin Sheets to Lie On. Yeah. Long Black Cadillacs. Woo. As we go back for Jeannie Pruitt. I didn't say anything about her being...
Nothing to look at.
Yeah, that was trying to be politically correct. Right after that, they invented the light switch.
Why do you want to start being politically correct now?
But let me tell you, it was a great song. Just close your eyes.
Yeah,
and listen to the song.
That'll work.
Tailor-made's up on my back, and still, I'm not happy. Woo! Boy, that was a song.
Who knows what goes in the hearts of men?
The shadow knows. You're a ball. I forgot about that line.
Yes.
Y'all are some smart folks. I'm here to tell you, when we can't think of it, you know.
That's right.
Only the shadow knows.
This
I
dude right here.
Man, he was Romancing the Stone. He had the theme song to it there, and he had a bunch of other songs. As we go back for Phil Collins, born on this date back in 1951.
You know, he's a heck of a drummer.
Didn't know that.
Oh, man, he is good.
What was that song? Against All Odds? Are you coming back? It's Against All Odds. And there was many more.
Golly, Amy just threw something to TV because I can't think of that song. I know she did. Anyway.
We know it there. 1956, you brought this up yesterday. It's often mentioned, but it would be today that it would be released to radio, a different version, and, well, it went just as big, if not bigger, as we go back for...
The Blue Suede Shoe.
But don't you step on them.
1956.
Elvis Presley, one of the biggest they ever was.
There again, twice this week.
Yeah.
And we're on day 2.
It happens. Hey, boo-boo.
Hey, what you got in that picnic basket?
As we all remember, Yogi Bear and what was the Ranger? What was his name?
Golly.
Blake. But let me tell you that picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo. I loved that show. It was all about, getting food.
Yogi, we shouldn't do this, Yogi.
Ranger Smith, was that it?
I believe it was Ranger Smith.
Ranger Smith. He was always...
Ranger Smith's going to get us for this, Yogi. Oh, come on, boo-boo.
You just can't beat good things like that.
No.
I
and
loved
they probably did away with it because it was actually a good show.
Yeah, that's what happened to a lot of our stuff like that.
Smarter than the average bear, there, Scott said.
That's true. 1969 would be the last time you would see them perform together. It would come to an end as the Beatles did their last performance there, right on top of the building there in London.
Didn't they get knighted?
Maybe.
Did they ever get that far?
Probably.
I know Ringo Starr did.
I don't know much about the Beatles, it just wasn't my thing. But I know a lot of you loved it. The Beatles.
But I can't remember. I liked some of the songs, some of the music. Didn't really follow them. Of course, that was really before my time of listening to music.
I can only name two things. I Want to Hold Your Hand and Hey Jude.
Hey Jude.
And that was written about somebody's kid, if I remember right. It seems like it was one of them's kids.
His wife was, what, Ono Yoko?
One of them. And then they done that naked picture that really bothered me. Him laying next to her naked, one of those Beatles. I don't remember which one it was. It was awful. It's
I don't remember seeing that.
I had to close the... Oh, it's a famous picture, and it's awful.
Paul was knighted first. Okay. Maybe it was Paul and Ringo were the only two that did.
Yeah. Don't know much about that, but everybody was jive talking. Didn't like this.
I like the
you gotta bring it up. This is a part of history, whether I listen to it or not. But it was big. It was a bunch of hair, and they tried to show off their chest.
One of them's got a hiding his neck there, ain't he?
Yeah, I don't think I'd have wore that. Not to a photo shoot. I think I'd have left that at home.
Oh boy!
You don't own anything like that, do you?
No.
Okay. Thank goodness, because I wasn't going to let you wear. I'd have to find you a shirt before you come on with us.
I don't even think I own a regular sweater.
I had during the snow, the ice. That's the closest thing. Angie gave me one to wear to church, a sweater, and I wore it.
I still wore my short sleeve.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else? 1974. This guy would be born, and I think half of Hollywood now has played Batman. But Christian Bale, he also played it too.
To me, he's the best Batman.
Better than Michael Keaton was?
Michael Keaton is running close. He's 2. Michael Keaton was real good, but I think Christian Bale kind of took it just a little bit more.
Okay.
I really like, and that's because he was in like 3 of them. See, Tuesday morning. Who'd you just say?
Who? What?
Played him?
Oh, Keith. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
him.
blank now.
Yeah, me too. But Michael Keaton, he only played in 1.
Yeah.
So with Christian Bale being more than 1, 3 of them.
Michael Keaton, did you ever see him in the
Multiplicity or
the movie The Good Guys, to where it had Will Ferrell and Donnie, that singer Donnie Wahlberg?
Wow.
Gator.
I remember it.
Where they're cops and they give them plastic guns because they're not really good at their jobs, so they won't hurt anybody with their wooden guns.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Now, I remember Keaton and, boy, I just went blank again. It happened.
It happened. 1977, Odie was trying to look like this guy. He even had the lunchbox there.
Sure did.
Goes back for the Hardy Boys that premiered. Sean Cassidy and Parker Stevens, if I remember that guy's name right.
I believe it was Sean.
And then Nancy Drew had something to do with the show?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe y'all watched that. They always solved mysteries. It seemed like they had a van that was real popular. And
that
Daddy's,
was Scooby-Doo.
Well, they had one too, I think. But there was no dad that liked somebody showing up in a van to pick up their daughter to go on a date.
That's right.
Just didn't go over. 1982, we would lose one of the greats when it come to the blues, as we would lose Lightning Hopkins. Ball of twine. He passed away with cancer at the age of 69.
Wow, some good old blues.
Famous there. Lightning Hopkins. 1982, boy, I watched this show every week.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then that's it. 82 as we go back to TV Guide for Ponch and John and whoever their boss was. John? No?
No.
I don't remember his name there.
Golly, now I'm going blank with it too.
Yeah. Can't remember it. If you ever watched a Western, you know this guy. He played in Naked City, Wagon Train, and The Virginian. His name was John McIntyre, as we go back for him. He passed away back in 1991. Do y'all remember him? A familiar face there. You probably wouldn't know his name, but boy, what a big actor he was when it came to all those Westerns back in the day. I've met this girl many, many times. She's a wild redhead. She says what she thinks, and she stands by it. Matter of fact, she had a song called that. As we go back for Jody Messina, she was #1 with Stand Beside Me. Heads Carolina. Tales, California.
That's right.
That was her big one there. If you'll go back for that. And this is, you always see this, and people try to reenact this, what these three girls did. The Bugle Boogie Woogie, how'd you say?
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Yes, there it is. Rum and Coca-Cola, as Patty Andrews would pass away. There she is there. And that act was huge.
That was back when USO was going everywhere.
Yes.
Took care of the troops. Made sure that there was some type of entertainment. You needed that while you were
deployed
out there, deployed in a foreign country. They didn't have internet.
And if we had three ladies that could sing, we'd get them to do that for us right now. But they're not here with us. The Andrews sisters.
Yeah,
they were famous. I want to say that they were even one time on the Statler Brothers show. They had them as guests, if I remember. It's been a long time. It's kind of blurry up there in that head of mine.
Well, yeah, it's still early.
It is. We'll be right back. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends. And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And let's not forget to talk about our friends at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. I tell you what, they do a lot for you. As deer season winds down, you got enough time to go dump out just a little bit of corn today.
Go ahead. Go ahead and no holes barred.
That's right.
Corn put out. Throw your little scent out. They got tinks. Go ahead and use that to lure them on in. You've got a day or two. Well, you got today and tomorrow left, and that's it. But I tell you, it's coming up on springtime. We're not too far away from it. Start making plans on what you want with your yard in the springtime, because they can help you get your yard settled with all the flowers you need, any of your ornaments for outside, as well as all your cats, your dogs, your chickens, your horses, pigs, whatever you may have. They have all the supplies you need to take care of any animal you have at your home.
Check them out there, red onions, and a whole lot more as we get ready. It's almost garden time.
Golly.
Start breaking it up in February as everybody gets ready for this. See them. They'll help you out there. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department wanted us to pass along. Someone's going to be traveling around Lauderdale County doing some door-to-door calls, and they don't want you to get alarmed. It's for real. Let me pull this up here. So we can look at this, Odie. This is the material here.
It's the real deal. She's going to be in a 2020 gray two-door Toyota, and she'll be coming around talking to you about the use of alcohol or non-use of alcohol and other substances. Now, if you don't want to talk to her,
you don't have to.
Be nice. She's just there to ask questions. If you feel nice, talk to her about it, answer the questions. But she's going to be, there's a list of the roads she's going to be on. And if she knocks on your door, don't be alarmed. I'm sure she'll have an ID with her. But she will be in that area over the next couple of days trying to talk to people.
Andrea Satterfield is her name there. And as always, if you don't trust, call the Sheriff's Department. They'll be glad to tell you yes or no if this is going on. So that's a good thing. As we go to Leake County, they are looking for a stolen car. I don't know if you've had a chance to see this yet. We posted this yesterday. The Sheriff's Department, as you'll see here, backing up with that truck, stealing a Grand Jeep Cherokee. Be on the lookout for this. This happened on January the 11th. They still have not caught them. The number to call, 267-7361. This is the truck that was used to haul it off, and that's a suspect in it. So
that is a suspect.
A lot of things going on.
We ask that you feel free to speak your mind and all, but if you would, we are a family show. If you could bring your adult self in here. We don't know who you are because you won't put a picture up there, but we appreciate your words, and it has nothing to do with the IRS, but thank you. Have a good day, sir.
And
bye-bye.
They can no longer be here.
I mean, come on. Tell us who you are. Don't just do that.
Yeah, not, you don't use language like that. Well, we had somebody borrow some things from Clark County as we go there to take a look. Don't be stealing from the Dollar General. This is what they were going to take, Odie. Look at that.
A charger for the battery for the phone. That's what it looks like.
You got to eat some Sharpies. That is not worth going to jail over.
Well, he looked happy.
Yeah, they made an arrest, and but you don't do that. What is that? Maybe $7 worth of stuff? Maybe a little more.
Well, you're at the dollar store, so $2 for the Reese's, $1, $2 for the Sharpie, $2 for there's $6 there.
It ain't worth jail time. Now I know a good meal down there.
I mean, look at the Berry Yacht, and I understand you probably want to meet Harold, but Harold doesn't live there. He's got his own little place.
If you do that, you will see one of these from the Clark County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it. I hate
now the rest of your life screwed up because you have that on your record.
You know, we
talk about Dollar General.
Yeah, and that's why I put this back in here. We had a video of it yesterday, but do you remember the scene that I drove up on and you drove up right after me down at the country store not long ago? This is almost an identical recreation in Clark County.
Yeah,
look at that.
Same thing. Can't go nowhere.
The truck was tilted just like this. I wonder if it's the same driver.
It'd probably be the last time he.
I mean, it was. He cut too sharp there at the country store and done the same thing.
Yeah.
Again, it may not be the same driver, but they sure drive a lot alike. So we thought we'd pass that along to you also this morning there. Do you see this where we had a huge winner?
$1 million.
Do you do just the ticket or do you do the scratch off sum?
I don't, because I have no luck at all on the scratch off. Amy does the scratch off. She's lucky with it. I mean, not no $1 million lucky, but she'll do the scratch off. But I'll just do the lotto.
So she won $1 million though. Scratch off $1 million in the state of Mississippi. So congratulations. That's kind of life changing there to get that much money. Pay off a few bills.
All right, $1 million right now, and kind of the going rate. I'm going to go out there and say, well, just $1 million, not what you'll get, but you put that up and don't spend it.
Mm-hmm.
$35,000 a year.
So what you're saying is invest this and live off of it. Don't blow it.
Don't blow it. I mean, there's you $35,000 a year coming in, and you're still a millionaire.
And you keep working.
And you keep working. $35,000.
But boy, think about what you're saying, though. The temptation of that, of being able to go buy a new car and not owe anything. That'd be tough. It would be tough.
You know, go buy your home or pay your home off. Go buy you a new vehicle.
And reinvest.
Reinvest the rest of it. Keep your job and bring in $20,000 a year. That's $20,000 a year coming in regardless.
Extra. Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
And then if you reinvest some of that because you still got your job.
All right, Katina has done the arithmetic for it, and I think she knows her prices. She said all that added up there about $15 worth of stuff if you were to buy it there. Definitely not worth going to jail over. $15.
No.
I had something. I often, when I'm out and about, I do work from my vehicle, and I had someone approach me yesterday, and up to no good, wanting money. So y'all be on the lookout for that. It's more and more, and not real sure. The driving a minivan looked harmless, but it was more to the story there. You could sense it. I could tell it. I told them to promptly go away. So just be on the lookout for stuff like that. It's out there every day, every county that we're in, all across the United States. We'll be right back as we continue coverage this morning of everything that's going on. We're not done yet. We'll be right back with Scotty Ray Report. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in. are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian.
And
we're back.
You know, some people say, no, don't pay off your house because it keeps your credit score good. Who cares about your credit score?
I'd rather not owe anything.
You're making money and you mean the FICO score, where the more you owe, the more you pay, you get a bigger score because the farther in debt you are.
That's how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'd rather have.
It's
Dave
like
Ramsey says, cash is king.
It is king, and it's one of those things. If you've never borrowed money, your credit score is low. I've never understood all that. They want you to prove that you can pay your bills, I guess, is what it's all about.
Yeah, but you're sitting back. Look, I got $1 million in the bank. I've got a $40,000 a year job, and I'm making $30,000 a year off my investment. I'm bringing in $70,000 a year, and that's probably on the low side. $70,000 a year with $1 million in the bank, and you want to borrow $20,000 for a car. Who ain't gonna do it?
Yeah.
Oh, not even gonna worry about your score. Here's your money. I mean, hey, come on. You got
But
cash.
you better pay it in increments, because if you were to give more than $9,000, $999, they call Uncle Sam and go, we don't know what he's been doing.
Yeah. But he's paying a lot of money over there in cash.
We got somebody headed off to jail today because, well, they done the unthinkable, and they should go to jail. As Newsmax reporting this as we show this morning, if y'all remember, it wouldn't matter if this was Obama, if it was Biden, or if it's when you divulge someone's taxes and have no right to do that, you should. They broke it. They leaked his tax information. 5 years to the jail they go. They were an Irs contractor that did this. That's a good deal for them to go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Shrinking cities across the U.S., and they're crime-ridden cities, and they say that within the next century, they're going to be less and less. It starts out with the number one. Let me go down to this map and show this. This is according to Daily Mail, and crime has a lot to do with it. Detroit, people are leaving as we pull this up. Here's the map there. Birmingham, Alabama, shrinking. St. Louis, look at this.
Wow.
Memphis, Tennessee, coming in at number 7 of losing population. Even Baton Rouge are leaving the cities because of crimes and whatnot. The jobs aren't there, and people are backing away from these large cities.
It's terrible. I can see it happening. California, same thing. Crime, taxes over there, because now they're saying we don't care who you are, where you come from, or if you're legal or not. We're going to make sure that you've got all the insurance you need for your health insurance and anything else you want. So come here and get free everything. And the people paying taxes are saying, I've had enough of this, California.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm going to go to Texas. The bad thing is they get over there and said, I'm taking my politics with me.
Yeah, you can't go from one state to the other. Let me bring this up. Things that make you go, If you, on paper, have $2 million, you're pretty well set. You've got money.
Yeah.
A well-known name like Mary Lou Retton. We understand she got sick a while back, and we always pray for this. But here's the part that we don't know. Again, in her divorce, she got $2 million and a couple of other things, and they did a GoFundMe for her to where $500,000 was raised for her medical expenses. And people are going, well, does somebody like that really need a GoFundMe when they have money? Do you follow where I'm going with that, Odie?
She should have had health insurance.
And she may have. I don't know.
But you're still talking about, to $2,000 a year for your down payment, or not down payment, but deductible, and then you may be out the 20%. So
here's where it says that she did not have did not have insurance. They received from the GoFundMe $459,000, $354 from public donations. She got $2 million from her divorce and is expected to get another $2 million from another settlement. And the family was begging for money. Something we don't know. We're just saying that if there's smoke, there could be fire.
I hate that.
I know.
But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's not right.
One final thought before we leave. As Trump has not picked a vice president, do you think that this could ever work? He seems to have a good head on his shoulder. He's a Democrat. Joe Manchin of West Virginia. You think there's a possibility?
You know, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad choice. I mean, Trump does think.
Outside the box.
Outside the box.
And, of course, Joe said he wouldn't mind running for president one day. He seems really level-headed. A lot of West Virginians depend upon him. He's always done the right thing.
He has.
No matter who he made mad in the United States. Might be a good sidekick there. Never opposed to somebody who's good at what they do.
That's it.
Just throwing that out there.
And Trump would be the one to say, I'll look over that, and we're going to do the right thing for America.
Just don't cross him.
Elisa Milano started a GoFundMe for her son's baseball team. But you got to think, she is one of these that thinks the government ought to raise you.
I don't know her.
Yeah, you do. She's that crazy one that was on that the show with the two twins, the Olsen twins or whatever.
Okay, Full House?
I think she was on Full House. Wasn't it Full House? Y'all help me out here. She's on that that witch show or something.
Bewitched?
Wasn't Bewitched. It was a new one. Who's the Boss? She was on Who's the Boss. She was the kid.
And she was trying to raise money.
Charmed, that's it.
And she was trying to raise money for what?
Her son's baseball team.
Wouldn't you go out and have bake sales and things like everybody else does?
If you want to raise money, you can help out the theater by doing a Boston butt.
You can do the same for that.
You're getting something for your money.
Well, anyway.
I'll go on there. She just owns a $200,000 EV.
Yeah, it's never smart to beg. Y'all know where we're going with that. And we appreciate y'all coming by and visiting with us this morning. It has been a blast. We've learned a few things together and seen a few headlines.
We have, and we got to push out some birthdays real quick. Ashley Kentfield, Jessica Cheatham, and Lisa both have birthdays. Lisa and Josh Robertson, 3 years anniversary together, and a special birthday to my stepdaughter-in-law, Kelly Turner, that turned double deuce today. And then I want to say good morning to a friend that I hadn't met yet, but a fellow Otis out there.
Oh.
Good morning. I know he's watching.
Yeah.
Always good to have another one, but I tell you what's good, and that's having God in your heart, because God can take care of each one of us in this day and time, and we need a little bit of Jesus to help us through each one of these days. Man, it makes a difference.
It does. It does.
Say your prayers for your friends, give a hug to your friends, and pass out as many smiles as you can. We'll be back in 23 hours to see you again tomorrow. Until then, have a blessed day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.